Hello everyone, my name is Marion, and I am once again joined by my friend Lynn.
Hello, hello.
And welcome back to another episode of Reading Reddit Stories. I guess this is going to be a regular thing now because the last two videos did so well.
Woo! Yeah. Just person in the back of the audience. Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
you're doing
Yeah.
great!
Yeah. It's cheer.
Anyways,
God, it's a very quiet crowd.
yeah, very quiet crowd. Um, so anyways, today we're going to be doing something different. So the last two videos, we were just reading like one story or whatever. Today, though, when it comes to these Reddit videos, I want to kind of like focus on different subreddits, if you will. And then occasionally we'll read like an ongoing story from like best of Reddit or updates. But I have three posts here from r/PettyRevenge. Now, for those who don't know what r/PettyRevenge is, it's essentially a place that people can post their like own little like revenge that they've taken on people. That's more so like kind of like they're not very like consequential. You know, it's not like as if they're gonna ruin their entire livelihood by doing this. But it's kind of it's a little satisfying. You know. How do you feel about revenge, Lynn?
It's a really nice thing. Like accidentally swapping your father's potatoes with air clay.
Oh yeah, I remember when you told me that. Can you tell them that story real quick?
Absolutely. So, here's my own little petty revenge story for you all. So, I was a young little girl when this happened, and I had problems keeping food. So, when it came to me eating, my mom was very encouraging to leave a plate out so I could eat. My father, however, thought it was up to him to keep the food away from me. Because, well, if it's not dinner time or breakfast, he shouldn't eat. So, without realizing it, I accidentally got some revenge on him. So I loved slimes as a kid and just things that had neat textures. And there's like this air clay type of slime. You guys
Kinetic
probably
sand.
know it. Yeah, kind of like that, but it also like came with these like animal molds, like a monkey mold, a tiger mold, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So and it looked a lot like mashed potatoes. So I was running around with it in my hand, and I was like, you know what? I'd like to get some of my food. So I walk into the kitchen and I see that he has set the plate down for himself. So I put my stuff down. I walk away and come back and it's gone. I look in the trash and wondering, where is it? And I hear him gag. I look over. He is had, those bigger spoons, salad spoons or whatever they're called. Yeah, he has one of those. A spoonful of this stuff and another spoonful in his mouth. He had swallowed it and was just about to scarf down another one. And at that moment, I realized I should probably get to my mother before stuff gets real. And that's how I got vengeance on my father without realizing it. Did I regret later? Yes. But later, as of now, I don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. That's it.
Anyway, let's get to the actual stories
Yeah,
here.
let's get. Yeah, just do it. Anyways, so like I said, these are all r/petty revenge stories. I have three of them for us here today, but I will say the last one we're going to read here today could honestly go into r/nuclear revenge in a way. Now, for those who don't know what r/nuclear revenge is, it is a subreddit full of like, well, revenge that will actively fuck up someone's life. r/petty revenge is just kind of like little things that someone does to get back at somebody, but like nuclear revenge is like, oh, this is gonna like fuck up their life for at least like a good while, you know? And so that's what the third story could honestly go into nuclear revenge if we wanted to put it there. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Until then, we'll start off with the first two, well, all three of these are from r/petty revenge, but we'll start off with these first two stories that, deserve to be in this subreddit. This first one is called Stop Using My Stuff.
Fair enough.
All right. This post says, I had a roommate who always let her friends eat out of my fridge. We had 2 fridges and 4 people. The girl I shared with was a hermit and had 1 shelf of food, and I kept a healthy supply of foods, including a 6-pack of pop that I seldom drank but wanted it for whenever I wanted it. It was imported at the time and hard to find. My roommates, other fridge, let someone drink all my pop and all my protein balls I had for gym days. So, every week for the next 5 weeks before I moved out, I poured a half a cup of lemon juice in their milk, then the replacement milk, then the next one. I had an extra lemon juice in my room so they wouldn't catch on. They never said a thing, but I think they likely noticed since their milk kept going bad. Y'all think that they thought it was me? So, what do you think?
You never. Ah, I'm weighing it because honestly, they could know, but at the same time, you know how picky I am with food.
Mm-hmm.
I'd do the exact same thing.
Oh, absolutely. And you know how much I love milk.
Yes, you would hunt down the culprit.
Exactly. But also, like, no one would probably do this to me because I wouldn't fucking steal from someone else's fridge.
Yeah, and also like they didn't replace or compensate him for it,
No.
so they just upped and was like, "Well, this is ours now."
Yep. Which kind of ties into your father's story about people taking others' food without asking.
It really does. Yeah.
Yeah. But,
People just learn to fucking share. It's not that hard to ask someone, hey, is it okay if I have some of this? And you're more likely to get a yes than to steal it and have them be like, what the hell?
pretty much. Yeah, it's. Yeah. I honestly think this is justified, to be honest. I think that this was awesome, if anything.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt anyone.
Like, this is one of those posts that, like, okay, so I remember a long time ago there was like I don't know if you've heard of like VAT-19, like this one website or whatever.
No, I don't believe I have.
They were mostly known for like selling like the world's largest gummy worm, the world's largest gummy bear, and stuff like that. And they used to make a lot of like commercials or videos on their channel, like promoting a lot of this stuff, and it was always very unique. And I remember there was this one item that they sold. It was like this one food bowl, and they literally it's like the tagline for it was like the type where it was like, "Wow, I could have thought of something like that." Where it was like there was the bowl on top, but then there was a bowl on the bottom where if you unwrapped something and ate it, you can put the wrapper in the under bowl.
Okay.
So it was just kind of like one of those things where you're just like, "Fuck, I should have thought of that," you know? This is one of those where I'm just like, "Fuck, that's I would have never thought of that." But that is good. That's a good one.
Yeah, like I don't like messing with other people's things, especially if they've done something wrong, in my opinion, or anything, towards me. But man, when it comes down to food, just don't.
I think he's justified, honestly.
Yeah, I tip my hat to him. The worst thing he did is cause their wallets to be a little shorter on cash, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, they did the same thing to him, I guess, because
Yeah,
they took his food. So if
making
any,
it even.
yeah, it was making it even, evening the playing fields. All right. Well then, next post then. Okay, so this second post is called "My school bullies are now asking me for career advice."
Oh, good luck with that one.
Yeah.
I messed you over for the first crucial part of your life, and now I need your help, so I can trust you, right?
No. Listen, I used to hold ill will, like when I first had gotten out of high school, I held ill will towards a lot of those guys. But that was like years ago for me now, so I don't really care whatsoever. But with that being said, if they asked for my help, I'd probably still be like, "No."
Yeah, they're saying that, but then there's actively sabotaging someone. But I think that does depend on the timeline, whether it's like freshly out or like years down the line.
Yeah. But let's get into the story. I used to live in a small city in a third world country, which I prefer not to disclose for privacy reasons. During my time there, I endured severe physical and verbal abuse from my classmates. A particular group of popular girls would instigate boys who had crushes on them to beat me up during school breaks. Unfortunately, in that country, calling the police for kids bullying each other was not a thing, and the school principals rarely intervened. I was repeatedly told I would never succeed due to my poor grades, and they mocked me for aspiring to relocate abroad, especially since my family were dirt poor. However, when I was in middle school, my older sister, who was a genius, secured a scholarship to a university in America. By the time I reached my senior year, she had a high paying job and generously offered to cover my undergraduate tuition fees at an affordable university in the United States. Today,
Oh, that's sweet.
yeah. Today, in my 30s, I am employed by a Fortune 500 company on the East Coast, earning a salary far beyond the dreams of my former school bullies. Despite their stellar academic records and the fact that many of them hold advanced degrees in STEM fields, they still struggle to secure good jobs due to the challenging economic conditions in our home country. Since relocating to the USA, they try to add me on social media, but I block them everywhere. Not sure why they suddenly remembered my existence this year, but over the past few months, several of those girls have actively been stalking my LinkedIn profile. Two of them have even reached out to me on there, asking for referrals and guidance on securing employment at my company, which has international offices, including in our own home country. I refused since they didn't even apologize for the hell they put me through. If anything, the way one of them typed her message made it sound like I owe it to her or something like that. She was demanding for me to get her a job, rolling on the floor laughing. Whatever. R and S and K and H and I, if you guys one day stumble upon this post, just know that I will never refer you or help you with your career. Kissy face.
The entitlement, even after the person moves away from you, man.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
So, I believe that Markiplier told this story on the... I'm not going to name the podcast. Those guys are pieces of shit. But, Markiplier once told this story that like when his dad was in the hospital, like this one guy, I think it was in college, like they had like a group project in college, and while his dad was in the hospital, like the guy was like, "Hey Mark, how come you haven't done your work?" And he was like, "Oh, my dad's in the hospital. I'm sorry." And the guy was like, "Yeah, but you didn't do your work." And the guy was pestering him for it. And eventually Mark started replying back very angrily, like, "Dude, my dad's in the hospital." And the guy replied back with, "You mad, bro?" And he was just like, "Fuck you." And then years later, after he started gaining success on his YouTube channel, he randomly got a message from the guy. And he was like, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but like, can you
Yeah.
promote this? It's like,
Oh my God.
it's like, fuck you,
Yeah.
dude.
Go fucking skydive without a parachute.
Okay, can I just say, I love that whenever you want to like say something to someone, you don't want to be too harsh. So
You can hear it. You can hear it.
I know, like I hear it, and that's the funniest part, because I'll be like, "Fuck you," go like a fucking. Now I gotta think of something. Go like a. Fuck.
Go eat unicorn rainbow shit.
Go like get paper cuts all over your body and then jump into a pool of lemon juice, dude.
No, that's still harsh.
No, that's perfectly good.
My God, the entitlement.
Yeah, it's like the fact that like all of these people like apparently severely physically and verbally abused him, and then like would try to contact him later is just kind of like, okay, well, fuck you guys. Like if I was in his situation, I wouldn't have helped them either, honestly. Like,
honestly, just feel good that they're crawling on their hands and knees to get to you.
I mean, if when you say it like that, it sounds a little weird, but like, you know what I mean.
Well, you know what I mean too. They're beaten down, broken, and looking for a place to go, and the last resort they have is what they consider trash in school. And now that trash has value.
Yeah, and like I've thought of this too, how like when it comes down to it, the best revenge on those types of people, like who bullied people, bullied you throughout your youth, is really just going on and doing what you want to do and becoming successful at it, hopefully. Because then it's like well, why should I fucking care anymore about those guys? Because it's like I'm doing just fine for myself, you know?
And be happy where you get.
Yeah, and overall, just like being happy and like with your life, in all honesty, too, of just being like, yeah, I am perfectly like happy with where I am at with my life, to where it's like, yeah, if anything, is the best revenge, because those guys wanted nothing but like terribleness for you, if anything, you know?
Yeah.
So
Like, it sounds corny, but it's the truth.
yeah, like
Getting through this life is hard enough without that happiness. You
Yeah.
grab whatever you can.
like it reminds me of like Janis Joplin, how where like during an interview she said that she was going to go to her high school reunion, and apparently like people in her high school were very mean to her, but then she became like like basically like a really famous person, so she was just kind of like, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm excited to see what they're going to say to me, and I'm just like, yeah, you go. You go, Janice. But yeah, overall, I guess there's a part of me that feels kind of bad, because it seems like these people are on like hard luck with where they're at. But at the same time, it's like also if you're gonna get help from someone, probably don't ask from the guy who like you were horrible to all those years ago. So
Yeah, and also you have to think of what we don't know what's been going on with them in the background. They could have changed, but at the same time, if they'd changed, they would have come up with an apology first. They would have
yeah,
been like, "Hey, man, I know I was a douchebag to you in high school and all, but or college and all, or whatever. I need some help. Can you at least tell me where to go or like give me advice? Not, hey, yeah, give me a place in your job, by the way.
yeah, it's
I mean, by the way, just like, hey, yeah, I need a job.
yeah, like there's I've read some like bully stories before, where like a person will like encounter their bully much later in life, and their bully will be like, "Hey, I'm really sorry about all that, by the way," and things like that, and like when it's something like that, it's very clear. Like, okay, this person was like dealing with some of their own issues, but when it's like the person still treats that person the same way that they did in high school, it's like, bitch, fuck off.
Yeah, people in the span of a couple of years, people can either change for the better or for the worse.
Or just
I
not
don't
change
really
at
see
all.
an I don't really see an in between for that because most of the people, they yeah.
Yeah, it's but yeah, overall, I think he was pretty justified in all. Like, there's still, like I said, there's still
Yeah.
that empathetic part of me that thinks like, what if these people are really, it's like struggling with other things? But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but also, if you're gonna go to
Well,
someone about that, probably choose somebody that isn't the guy that you fucking made like his life hell for a good amount of years. So how about you don't do
and
that
if
and
you
find
have
someone
no
else?
one else to go to, don't go about it like that.
Yeah, don't come off like as if he owes you something, if anything. And if anything, if you're gonna ask him for advice, you should have. Basically, if you're a decent enough human being, maybe apologize first and foremost about what you did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say it was pretty justified.
Yeah, quite frankly, I don't even think it needs to be on like what is this R/slash
Wait, there's a
Petty
helicopter
Revenge.
going by again. Dude, this happens every time we film. There's always something that goes over me.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No,
It's
it's a giant piece of
Superman.
metal. Yeah.
We're gonna have to wait for a second then. Um,
Yeah.
bum, 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 bum. Dum, 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 dum. I can still hear it. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am young again. Oh wait, no, how does that go? Fuck, I don't really listen to that song as much anymore. I mostly listen to their other stuff. Oh
Mhm.
well. Someone out there is gonna get really mad at me for not remembering that lyric, but it's like, listen, okay, I don't always listen to Love Song, all right? I listen to the other stuff like Open or like Burn or like uh, In Between Days or like The Drowning Man. Lynn has probably no idea what I am talking about.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
yeah. What you said, Marion.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna hang out here in my corner.
Anyways, I think the plane's gone by. But anyways, yeah. So I'd say it was pretty justified, all things considered.
Yeah, I quite frankly, I don't even think it's like revenge. It's just
Living.
yes, it's continuing on with your life.
Yeah, it's just going on and saying, yeah, I'm just gonna say no and just gonna act like you
Only
guys.
the only problem I see with this is the fact that you have to reblock people now.
Yeah, that sucks. But
It could be worse.
yeah, it could be worse. Hey, at least you're doing well for yourself. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
continue doing what you're doing. Don't let other people drag you down.
Yeah. Because when you get knocked down, you gotta get up again, and they're never gonna keep you. All right.
Oh God. Moving on.
Moving on. Uh, okay, so for the viewer, so I just cut for a second for the viewers who are watching this, because I realized only 3 stories wasn't going to be long enough for this video, because I like to make sure these videos are nice and long, because like, most people who watch these videos are like, people like us, like we like to listen to these while we're drawing or like doing other important
Working.
things. Yeah, working. So I found another story, and this one I'm a bit mixed about.
Oh dear. So,
It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's like you'll see what I mean.
on a scale from 1 to 10.
It's like a 5, I guess.
Oh,
It's not
no.
a 4. It's not bad. It's just kind of like,
Maybe,
oh
maybe 5.5.
no, not 5.5. That's too high.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I've heard worse. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it won't be. It's not gonna be too bad, but you know.
Okay, if we're going to compare it to the mashed potato incident,
Um, I mean, the difference between that one is that one's a 1 to me because that's satisfying.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Anyways,
I'll say we should let your viewers rate that.
yeah. If everyone in the comments below rate Lynn's story about making her, or I guess her dad accidentally eating her like air dry clay or whatever.
Is just cloud clay or whatever. You know those slimes that are like. Those of you who like slimes understand what I was saying. Hopefully,
It weirds me out that there's a crowd for that.
it's the texture. It's nice.
Do you like the texture of velvet?
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't like velvet.
Like do you want to know what? Sorry, this is off topic. Do you want to know what texture icks me out the most?
What?
Those textured bathing suits you can find at Target.
I have
You have you
no
seen
idea.
them?
I have no idea.
Oh my god, you are lucky. Next time you ever go into a store, just look for swimsuits and you'll understand what I'm talking about. They have these weird textures to them. It's just, yeah.
I mean, I am gonna have to go and buy swimming trunks for like because I'm gonna go swimming this Sunday. So who knows? Maybe
But then
maybe
just walk past the swimsuit aisles and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
is it kind of like what kind of texture are we talking about here? Is it like rough? Is it like sandpaper?
It's like bumpy. It's like they sewed. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's a bumpy texture. It's basically supposed to be like a sweater almost.
Why would you want to wear a sweater in the pool?
I don't know. It's like a.
Anyways, so let's get to the story.
Yeah, back to the story, please.
All right. So this story is called "Waste My Time, I'll Waste Yours."
Ooh, I like that.
All right. I was driving home when I saw a garage sale sign. I have not gone to a garage sale this year, so I was a little excited to see one already open on a Friday. Note, there was no times on the sign. After driving what felt like an unreasonably long distance from the original sign on the main road, I googled it. It was 1.7 kilometers or 1 mile around many forks and turns through the community following 3 different garage sale signs. I find the garage sale. Well, they have closed written on some old cardboard draped over their garbage bin. I was like, that's a move, and I drove away. When I got to the end of the alley, I saw one of the signs and decided to pull it out and lay it face down. Then I decided to do it to the next one. Then I looped around the block and picked up the signs off of the other end of the street and returned it to the closed garage sale house, pulled the signs in the lawn there, and leaned them against the garbage bin. There was one last sign, though, the one on the main road that caught my attention. I went and laid it down, too. I wasn't even really mad, I just was a little annoyed. I wasn't busy and had some time to kill, so I thought, hell, I can annoy right back. Cheers, have a good weekend, all, and if you're going to have a garage sale, please take the signs down if you plan to close, or put the times clearly on your garage sale sign.
That's petty.
It's petty revenge. It's pretty petty.
Yeah. No, that compared to the other two we read, that's petty.
It's very petty. Like,
I had to work a garage sale once, and let me tell you something. It's annoying.
mm-hmm.
It's annoying to deal with the times. It's annoying to sit out in 90-degree heat with direct sunlight on you for 5 hours with no break. It's not fun. The last thing you want to do is have people knocking on your door when you're trying to catch some sleep before the next shift. Yes, they should have marked the sign with an hour, but at the same time, I think you should have just took that little annoyance and dealt with it. Or maybe leave an angry note.
Yeah, like,
Because now there may be people knocking on their door.
I'm
And
very.
you don't know if they have a little kid in there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want that thing to wake up and then start crying for the rest of the day or night?
I'm mixed on this because on one hand, it's like, why would you put a garage sale sign 1 mile away from the garage sale? That's like, that's pretty far.
Again,
But
it could be where they are located in the neighborhood, because some neighborhoods are very windy, and you want people outside the neighborhood come in and get your stuff, because maybe no one in the neighborhood wants it.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, and like on the other hand, I get like there was no time on the signs. There should have been a time on the signs. In all honesty, you should put a time.
There should have been, but again, there could have been an emergency.
Who knows what type of emergency?
Family emergency. Someone could have slipped. Someone could have broken a leg. There's so many things that can go wrong in such short time span. They could have set everything up, and one of the family members could have had a emergency. Maybe maybe cousin down the street needs you to watch her kids because something happened to the youngest. You never know.
You can also look at it this way: if they had just closed for the day and they were like, "Yep, we're done with the garage sale." If anything, this wasn't really revenge. If anything, he did them a favor.
Could have been a favor, or maybe
Yeah, because he was like, because
to...
they open up the door the next day and they're like, "Hey, a good amount of our signs are back, and hey, someone put down the sign over there. Good, it's good. We didn't have to do that."
You never know.
Yeah,
I feel like that one's a bit more of a petty one, because he went out of his way to do stuff he didn't have to do. It's just because he was a little annoyed. And he said himself, it didn't ruin anything, just annoyed him.
yeah. He was just like, hmm. So I don't know if this is one of those stories where I can't tell if he's justified or not. Because on one hand, it's like these people they didn't write the times on the signs, and then on the other hand, it's like this guy. It's like
He said he
I
had
don't know.
time to kill, didn't
That's
he?
yeah, he had time to kill, so I don't know. I'm very mixed, I guess. I'm a little
I
mixed. I
guess
think I
I guess that
kind of
also
am on his
makes
side.
me I guess that also makes me think of him as a person. Like, if this little thing annoyed him that much that he would go out of his way to do that, what else has he done?
I have no idea, but a part of me thinks he's justified, but a part of me doesn't. It's very weird. I don't know. This is a very
Same
like
here.
hard to like measure
I need
story.
I need to see both sides of the story. Well, I need to see the other side of the story to be able to properly view this, but I'm kind of leaning towards that just being a bit of a petty thing, more so than the other stories. Like, the other two stories we read were not petty at all.
Yeah. So
They were justified.
yeah. So yeah. I'm kind of mixed, but yeah. I mean, it fits the subreddit well. It is petty revenge, like very petty.
Yep,
So
that belongs here. The other two, I'm not so sure. Maybe just get this off my chest or something, if that's a thing.
yeah, r slash off my chest. So maybe one day we'll do
Yeah.
one of those. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's mix. I'm mixed. All right. So
Moving on to the bad one, I'm guessing.
yeah. All right. So this next one is also on r/petty revenge, but a part of me feels like as if this story could technically be on r/nuclear revenge
Oh, okay. I'm hoping this one's a good one.
because if you look at this in a way, this could fuck up someone's life in a way, kind of. So
Well, it
yeah.
depends. I need you to read to me to figure this out.
Okay. I'm telling the viewers, Lynn. It's only a game. Why do you have to be?
It wasn't just. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was joking. Yeah.
I thought we were bantering anyway.
Wait, no. Have you seen that video?
No.
No, like the gun where it's like the guy. He's like, I don't. I think he's like a hockey player, and he's like, it's only a game. Why do you have to be mad about it?
No.
I'll show you later. Anyways,
Okay.
all right. So this is the last story. Once again, r/petty revenge, and it's called "I planted bamboo that overrun my neighbor's property over a security light."
Oh God.
Yeah.
Bamboo.
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 Oh my God. Oh God. I've seen what that stuff does. It grows like wildfire and it comes back for vengeance. It's hard to get rid of. Okay.
Yeah.
They've probably ruined their property if they. I hope they own the house. I hope they own their area, because that needs to be their problem.
Yeah. So let's get to it. All right. So this was from a year ago. About 4 years ago, I used to live in a nice HOA in a small town in Texas and enjoyed having only one neighbor over my backyard fence. The plot was about 2 acres, and the other side of the backyard butted up to a hay field. The stars were beautiful at night because of virtually no light pollution. Until the neighbor decided to install an incredibly bright security light over the back porch and aimed it right at my back patio and bedroom windows. I tried to ignore it at first and put shades in the bedroom, but out on the patio, it was like having a bright LED headlight in your face all night. I consulted the HOA about adding a privacy addition to my fence to increase its height, and they said no because it's already 8 feet, max allowed height. They were said there was nothing in the bylaws or whatever about bright lights, so nothing they could do. Diplomacy. So, I hated for this to be the thing where we finally had a formal greeting after 3 years of back porch waves, but I walked over and rang the doorbell with the $20 bill. I politely explained how the light was causing the aforementioned nuisance and asked her if there was any way I could convince him to point the light down or in a different direction, and even offered to buy him a case of beer, the $20 out of goodwill, and even a new motion sensing light. He seemed nice and agreed to point it down, but after waiting a month, nothing changed. I went back to have another polite conversation, and he said he had changed his mind and he was going to leave it on every night and leave it pointed as is.
What the? Okay, there are so many ways you could prevent this. Motion sensor lights, motion sensor floodlights. Those are a thing. I have one. It's nice.
If anything, they're
Lights up
better,
the
aren't they?
whole yard. Yes, you don't have to change the battery constantly because it's basically doing itself a favor. And second off, the floodlight, it still works. It works the exact same.
Mm-hmm. Also,
And it goes off after a certain amount of seconds.
it's also better because, like, if the light were to go on when someone's, like, sneaking into your yard, it's much worse than a light to be on all night while someone tries to sneak into your yard, you know?
Yes, and besides the fact it actually lets you know it's more likely to scare off whoever is trying to get into your house or an animal.
Yeah. Now, here comes in the petty revenge.
Oh god, this
Need-
bamboo.
Needless to say, I was a bit upset diplomacy failed and started figuring out how to win. If the military taught me anything, there was always a way to adapt and overcome. Oy. So I started researching fast-growing plants to create big privacy walls and read through the HOA bylaws and city-state ordinances about what I could or couldn't plant, if there were any repercussions for encroachment across the property line. I quickly discovered running bamboo, despite being very invasive, would grow super fast to make the neighbor's house and light disappear from view, and there was nothing on the HOA/state/city books to prevent me from planting it.
Hey, buddy, do you want to know why it's invasive? Do you want to know?
How?
Because it will literally destroy pipes, wires,
Yep.
your foundation.
Yep.
Bamboo is a nightmare if you don't know how to keep it.
Yep.
If you want bamboo, get a pot. Get a big. There are pots that will handle bamboo plants. There are special planting techniques you can do. I for example have the worst green thumb ever. You know this.
Yeah.
But I know these things exist.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah, and it's funny because I remember watching. I think I've told you about Rachel and June before, right? The YouTube channel.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they're like this Japanese couple. She's American. It's fucking great. I love watching their videos. It just feels so happy, and I'm just like, everything's gonna be okay, you know. But yeah, they once did like I think like a 50 facts about Japan, and they talked about how like some people in Japan will just wake up one day and their fucking like walls been broken in because of a bamboo, or like their fucking floorboards have come like fucking been broken through because of bamboo. Yeah, bamboo's fucking terrifying.
Yes, I have to give one of my neighbors props because I remember every day we'd drive past or we'd go past this one house that had a perfect line of bamboo. It never overgrew. It was perfect. And I don't know what was going on in the back of their house, but the front sure as heck looked nice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can plant it. You can take care of it if you know how to. But if you're going to be a stubborn person about it, And I can see where this is going. They're both being stubborn. That guy returned with, "Oh, I'm just gonna leave it on all night instead," you know. Buddy, unless you have reason to have that thing all night, your electric bill would probably do you better if you left it off.
Yeah. All right.
Continue. Sorry.
No. This is a good thing. This is what the people want. Are you not
Hi.
entertained?
Um. Yeah.
I was talking to them for the both of
I was
us.
just giving a thumbs up. You couldn't see it, but I'm just giving a thumbs up.
I'll put in like the Orange Cassidy clip of him putting a thumbs up.
uh-huh. Okay. Just yeah.
Anyways, all right. I quickly discovered running bamboo, despite being very invasive, would grow super fast to make the neighbor's house and light disappear from view, and there was nothing on the HOA/state/city books to prevent me from planting it, or cause legal recourse if it spread and grew on his side on the fence. Only thing he could do was cut anything that grew on his side of the line, so I pulled the trigger and planted a bunch of golden bamboo, which grows and spreads crazy fast in Texas, and grows up to 20 feet tall. I didn't care. It took over the fence line because his house is 15 feet from the fence, while mine was 50 yards away. So I planted a bunch right against the fence and only put root barrier on my side to prevent it from spreading into my yard. Within 6 months, his house and light were gone from view, replaced by a pretty bamboo jungle row at the edge of my yard. Within 1 year, he complained it was growing into his yard via mailed letters. They went right into the trash with no response. He rang my doorbell once, and I looked at him through the window, but just didn't answer the door. I unexpectedly sold a house and moved 2 years after planting for a career opportunity. It's been 2 years.
Congratulations! You just effed over two people. One person, yeah, they probably deserved it. The other, oh my god, why? Yeah.
It's been 2 years since I sold, and I just checked the property on Google Earth, and his entire backyard is bamboo.
Oh my god, no.
Top comment sums this up best. As someone who has dealt with bamboo, this is almost nuclear revenge. This is.
It is. This is not supposed to be on the subreddit. You have just ruined someone's. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I think the worst part is he did the research to know how to keep it away from his yard.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. He knew that, like, oh, dude, I'm gonna plant this, and it's gonna fuck up his entire fucking property.
I was hoping this was gonna be like, and I didn't know how much it was gonna grow, so it kind of took over mine too.
Nah.
No, he did his research.
Man really said, if there's anything that the military has taught me, it's that we have to we adapt and overcome. And it's like, yeah, nice job, man. You just ruined this guy's life. Like, listen, I'll admit, the guy was being petty, okay, with the whole light thing, alright? But there's a difference between, like, the guy leaving the light on at night and you fucking up his entire property. That, like, there's no way to fucking fix this, pretty much. If there is, it's gonna cost a shit ton of money.
Oh my god. Why bamboo?
Because he said it himself, because it grows fast, and he knew it would fuck shit up.
Well, guess what? If you knew how to take care of it that well, you could have made yourself a little fence of bamboo.
No, but the thing is, it seems like as if he actually set it up to where his property wouldn't get any more growing from the bamboo.
Yeah, that's my point. If he could keep it from his property, then he should have put the time and work in for a nice bamboo line.
But that's not what he was trying to do.
I know, and he succeeded.
He succeeded.
Is there a picture of this? Is there a picture of this?
Unfortunately, there is not, but oh my god, I wish there was. I wish he posted a photo, because I wish he posted a photograph so badly, because oh my god, I would love... I guess it makes sense why he hasn't, because it's like he would be doxing someone, but like... God damn, I would love to see that photo so badly.
Could you do me a favor, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Just so the audience knows, if they don't know how bad bamboo can get, could you just like put like, I don't know, 2 or 3 pictures of how bad it can get on screen real quick?
If I haven't already, here you go, everybody. This is what bamboo can fucking do. It will break through your fucking house. It will fuck up your pipes. It can break through the wall. There's even, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I'm making this up, but I'm pretty sure there's verified times where it's actually killed people during the night.
Yes.
Yes. So it's genuinely dangerous.
So. I remember my mother telling me horror stories about that as we would drive by that. Again, that said one nice house. And also just put a nice picture of bamboo up so people know it's also like,
It's a nice
nice
plant.
when you know what you're doing.
It's funny because I just visited like an arbitrary. Is that what it's called? Arbitrary.
Uh,
I'm just gonna call it what they called it in Batman Arkham Asylum. The oh fuck, I don't even remember what that's called. Oh my god. Fucking hell. What's it called? What's it called? The shit. Hold on. Wait. What's Poison Ivy's place called in Arkham Asylum? The Botanical Gardens. There we go. Yeah, like
yeah, that's literally what the one up here is called.
yeah. So,
But yeah, that's proper name for it, I
yeah,
guess.
like I visited a botanical garden and I saw some bamboo and I was like, wow, this is so cool. And like I like bamboo both because it's like, it's nice, but also at the same time it's like I know about the horror stories about it. And so when I first read this, like looking for some like petty revenge stories, I was like, I need to read this one because this one is not just petty revenge. This is almost like nuclear.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
Yeah, he fucked up everything.
And like up here, actually, where I am, I believe it's illegal to plant bamboo.
I mean, rightfully so. It's
Yes.
dangerous. Like in certain circumstances, it's both invasive and it could be dangerous.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's it from this guy. I'm gonna see if you replied to any more comments. Let me see. Let's see. I found okay. I hope you were able to inform the new owners as to why bamboo was there so they could continue the revenge, lol. They told the realtor they liked the privacy.
Fair enough.
I guess.
Hopefully they're smart enough to look up like how to like keep up maintenance so it doesn't come over to their yard.
Yeah. I don't
So my
know.
God, that is going to be so much and just oh my God,
Yeah.
bamboo.
It seems like people are pretty like yeah about this, but it's like I get like it's like on one hand it's like yeah, but on the other hand it's like yeah, but he also fucked up his entire yard. Like there's no way to fix that, and
He's
also
not just his yard, his property.
oh yeah, his property is like
It's
fucked
the
up.
entire property at that
Yeah, the
point.
pipes are gonna get fucked up. Everything's gonna get fucked up around there. Ay, Dios mío.
Oh my God, imagine if he has a basement.
Oh, dude, you give up. He just wakes up one night to go down to his like man cave or whatever. The fucking like 65-inch like like a plasma screen LED. What's it called? What are like super advanced? Not plasma. I'm pretty sure plasma screens are like outdated. I'm old.
I
LED.
don't know. Just big screen. Just call
Yeah.
it big screen.
Like he has like his gigantic big screen just has a fucking piece of bamboo sticking through it, like right through the middle.
Somehow a random parrot just flies by.
Just
Somehow
flies in.
overnight just turned into its own little ecosystem.
It's just a jungle now. Fucking like
I feel bad. I feel so bad laughing at this because that dude was just being a little petty.
that
This
guy.
guy
He was
took
being
it
petty.
to an
Yeah.
extreme.
Yeah. Fucking Tarzan comes out of nowhere. It's like you just all of a sudden hear Phil Collins in the distance being like, "You'll be in my heart."
You just dude just books it out of the basement, slams door. It's like, what did I do?
It's like, what the fuck have I done? Then you just see what's his name? What's the name of the guy who like pushed Mufasa off of the cliff? Scar.
Scar.
Yeah, you just see Scar like at the top of the stairs. He's like, no, long live the king, and he's just like, nah.
Wouldn't it be a tiger though, not a lion?
No, long live the king. Yeah.
I know, but like, wrong wildcat for the environment.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know a bunch about animals. Okay.
You're talking to someone with too many animal facts and not enough IRL facts.
Listen.
Not enough facts that would help me out in my life. Like I know how to fix a washer and dryer. I know how to install a toilet, but everything else, god damn it.
You're giving yourself not enough credit. You're pretty smart.
No, thank you. Anyway.
Anyways, I guess that's pretty much it for this episode. Yeah. Next episode is going to be another one of those ongoing stories that may or may not get a part 2. So if you want to stay tuned for that, okay, this is gonna hurt. All right, okay, I can do this.
Oh no, what are you gonna do?
Please, what? I can't do it. I'm gonna vomit in my mouth if I say it. Okay, please,
You've got this.
please,
I'm rooting for you, kid.
please, like and I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Do you need me to say? Do you need me to say?
No, I don't want to put you through that torture, man.
No, I can do it. Like if you want, like.
Okay, you know what? You do it. You do it. I can't fucking do it. I can't do it. I can't. Like my.
Okay.
I can't,
You know, go, there's a chair over there. Go.
I'm gonna go sit down.
Okay. Well, Marion's viewers, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Sorry.
You couldn't even do it either. You felt it in your soul.
Hold on. Let me try one more time. Well, dear viewers, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe to let us know if you want to see another one. And let us know down in the comments what you thought. What are your stories? And overall, how's your day going? With that being said, Marion, you can continue.
Yeah, and if you like... Sorry. Anyways,
Like it. Oh, God.
no. Alright. But, yeah, and, special thanks to Linn for joining me once again. All of her stuff will be linked in the description below. If you don't look at it, I will find you.
I'm not ever going to stop you on that one. I'm getting tired of that.
Yeah, you're going to have to get used to it. I'm going to say it every time.
Water now, bye.
Alright, well, anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and maybe we will see you again sometime soon. And remember, stay safe and sane. Bye.